Good morning. Ashley's hanging out with Ember. We're gonna do a bus building day. Let's go up there and show you the mission. All right, so I'm not sure if you guys have heard me talk about it a lot, but basically one of the most important things about a bus building is like waterproofing it. One of the most crazily, one of the most overlooked parts of building a bus, and one of the most important, because everything you do inside is pretty much worthless if water's getting inside, damaging it. So let me show you this. One of the biggest leak points in a bus is this hatch. You can reseal it, but that's really old. I'm gonna replace this with a Max Air fan. Also these seams. You gotta think, this bus is pretty old. These seams are pretty wore out, and nobody's probably got up here and resealed it, right? So all these seams are leak points. Also this little dude right here, super notorious leak point that a lot of people leave. So our plan is we're gonna remove everything up here. We're gonna remove this, remove these stupid little antennas, we're gonna pull this hatch out, and then we're gonna pull the caulk lines out. That's kind of the mission for the day. And then I might start sanding this with some 220, patch all the holes, and then at the end of the day, hopefully re-caulk all these seams. And I doubt we're gonna paint today, but maybe we'll head to the hardware store and get paint. That's kind of the plan. Roof prep. So that's what this whole video is going to be about. We might go into windows in this video, or we might just do roof prep, not sure, but let's get into it. Ember, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Yeah?
No.
I'm gonna be honest right now. It's pretty tough to be up on that roof. The sun is just beating down on me. I'm having to keep getting down and like get water and stuff. But let's get back up there. So Jaylena and Ember are outside, hanging out, watching Dad work. What's up? But I was just telling Jaylena how I'm like dying in the sun on that roof. And she's like, why don't you just move it over into the shade? Such a good idea. Gonna do that now.
There you go. You got some shade now.
Hello. Jaylina is gonna be in the game today. Jordan's in the background, trying to smash out that bus over there. And let's go out here and talk about it. So we're focusing on sealing the bus today, right? So we started on the roof yesterday. I think the plan is we're gonna get Jaylina on decal removal on these sides. And I'm gonna get up there and focus on the patches. There's a couple holes up there. I wanna get those. It's gonna have sealants. I guess I'm gonna start pulling caulk lines.
Today's a good day for seals since it's hot, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's like, because if I put those patches on, it's gonna have wet sealant. I can't be sanding later. You get what I'm saying? So I think the plan is we need to get those decals off. I need to start getting those caulk lines pulled out. We need to get primer on bare metal, make patches, start putting sealant down. If we could get that far today, that's a tall order, but
we got this. Let's go. Wow.
Good morning, welcome back. Jaylina has already been sanding today. I had to make a run because we were getting low on sandpaper and I didn't want to run out in the middle of this job. So got some more 220, got some 120. It's supposed to be brutally hot today, but we gotta get this done. So the mission is sanded, get all the old caulk lines removed by sanding the residue out. It's gonna give us our best bond for new seams. So we're gonna get this sanded. We're gonna wash it with some degreaser. The roof, it's hot enough, it'll dry quick. Once it's dry, I'm gonna go up there with a primer, prime the bare metal, let that dry. Hoping by the end of the day, I can get up there with some seam sealer and re-seam all those roof lines. Let's go. Good morning. It's Isaac and Jaylina here. Jaylina is helping out. We've already started talking about that. But anyways, the mission today. This roof has, at this point, almost taken a week. Unexpected. But it was pretty nifty to get them old caulk lines out. And anyways, So the plan is right now we're going to shuttle the windows. Well, we're going to walk around it, make sure that we've sanded everything we need to sand. And then we're going to shut all the windows, and we're going to get on the roof and we're going to wash it with some degreaser. And then once that dries, put a primer on and then get to seaming it. So that's kind of the goal.
I did go hard.
We're gonna get after it. We're back from lunch. We're masking it up to get primer up there so it can dry, so we can get it caulk lined. This is the stuff we're using. This is the primer. This is a self-leveling Manispon that we're going to use for the seams. Good morning, welcome back to a brand new day. So obviously you just seen what we did yesterday. We don't have Debbie today, it's the weekend. I'm working through the weekend a bit because I have to get this bus roof sealed up. I've got gaping holes up there, this mission has to be completed. So I'm working Saturday, I might work Sunday, probably gonna have to, because what I didn't account for, I was thinking I was going to be rolling today, but I forgot that I got to put this big old patch up there. So The buses, the emergency hatches are notorious for leaking, right? You can try and reseal them, do all that stuff. You can probably pull it off. Thing to keep in mind is that's like, typically your bus is older and it could be 10 to 15 to 20-year-old plastic. Like, it's just not, its lifespan has ended pretty much, right? So I like to replace it with this schoolie.com. It's like a fan conversion thing, right? This plate here, and then I put this schoolie.com frame in, so when I do the roof underneath, I got something to attach to. Now, I like to work on the table as much as I can, so I marked the front of this right there. This is going forward, and I'm gonna put this whole thing together on a table instead of on the roof in the sun. So I don't like using the screws it comes with. I'm using these self-tapping white, it's got the rubber washer, self-sealing screws. It's supposed to go from metal, or yeah. Anyways, this will be fine. So we're gonna put a little bit of butyl tape under here, and then we're gonna tack this whole thing in right here. And that's gonna penetrate through this and through our little frame, tie the whole thing together is the idea. And then we're not gonna throw any caulk on this until it's on the roof, because we're gonna put a little bit of sealant underneath this right here, as we might even use these screws. Yeah, might use these screws to put this plate on too. Got plenty. So that's kind of the plan. Just kind of want to tell you what we're up to. And we got some other little, basically I'm going to put this whole thing together. I'm going to make some little patches for the holes. You'll see. Enough talking, let's go. Let me tell you what's going on. So the first roofing screws, I didn't even show that, were just breaking in half. I didn't want to have that happen up on the roof, right? So I found some better roofing screws. Tex. I like this stuff, Tex and Spax. Anyways, so I went up there, pre-drilled it because these aren't self-tapping. But that sheet metal is pretty thin up there. And yeah, I don't want to take a chance. Everything up there is rivets, right? I don't want to take a chance of the bus vibrating over the next 10 years and screws backing out and they're developing leaks, right? So I think I ended up boring these out so that I could get some rivets in there, is kind of the plan. So I drilled those holes out to make enough room for the rivets, and I'm gonna go with rivets on the sheet metal, and then I'm gonna go with the roofing screws around the hatch fan, which means I got some bare metal exposed. I need to get some paint on it, but that's what we're doing now. Okay, let's talk for a second. It's a new day. We got the caulk lines up there yesterday. We went hard, went late into the night so that we could put paint on today. So, thank you, Past Isaac. What we're going to do is it's been a few days since we sanded. I kind of want to re-scuff it, so I'm going to use some 3M. Just give it a quick little re-scuff up there just to open it back up to receive paint. But before that, the air tool was kind of putting some oil on the roof, and I'm going to take this wax and grease remover, kind of wipe that off. So our process is going to be, we're going to hop up there real quick, wipe that oil up with this chemical. Then I'm going to go back, kind of just give it a real quick scuff with some 3M Scotch Pad. Take some super clean. I'm going to wash it one more time. It's warm enough. I feel good about it. Let that dry, mask it up, start rolling paint. I'm going to try and talk the least amount as possible and just get this done.
Hello, I want to introduce you to this week's video sponsor, Viofo. They sent us over their A229 Pro dash cam kit. This thing is very cool. It has a 4K camera on the front, a 2K camera for the rear, and one of the really cool things is it has Sony image sensors for really high quality video. It also has a polarizing lens to help keep the glare out on the front camera, since you're typically driving into the sun. So the whole kit can be plugged into a 12-volt cigarette adapter to pull it or to power it, and then you can put the memory card in, which also has a really cool feature called a loop feature. So if your dash cam memory card fills up, it will automatically loop, deleting the oldest videos, so you can make sure that you are capturing everything you need to capture. Now, the rear camera can also be attached right here to the unit, and then you just run it back. 3M adhesive just to attach everything you want to attach it to. You also have this Bluetooth control if you want to trigger arming. It also has voice control, so you can use your voice command to turn it on or off. You can also hardwire it, not use a 12-volt adapter. Discount code below, or if you want to learn more details.
Ember, you going to get some ice cream?
Is she wearing a big crock and a little crock?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
up, High five.
Are you being shy?
Left me hanging.
What was the one that she really liked?
I don't know. Ember, look. Want to pick one out?
The cotton candy.
Are you out of here?
I'm out of here. I'll see you guys
See you
tomorrow.
later.
See
Debbie.
you, Dad.
Bye, Debbie.
Thank you.
Eat your ice cream, Ember.
Where's your YouTube at on this?
That's covered up on the door.
It's on the
Oh.
under the door.
Ember, do you want to pick out an ice cream?
Gary, every once in a while, likes to drop by the shop and get us some ice cream. He also has a YouTube channel. Boom! So you can find him on there. Gary, thank you for bringing the ice cream truck to Ember
Anytime, buddy.
Wow. Oh, we gotta have her try it.
This truck gets so dirty.
Go. Go. me get this strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. So, yeah, someone.
But I felt bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're gonna have to.
Then she'll cry. Did you trade, Mom?
Ladies and gentlemen, we finished sealing the roof. So, you just got done watching this whole video. You seen how I seal a school bus roof. That took about a week. And let me show you the product we use. I'm not sure I showed it. I like to use Henry's Durabrite Elastomeric. Right? A lot of people use Henry's Tropical, which is silicone. I've used it before. The reason I don't like it is because once you put that up there, there's no going back. You'll never get it off, and you can't attach anything to it, right? Nothing will stick to silicone. So it's like once you go silicone, that's it, right? This stuff I could still kind of sand and kind of patch in if I ever needed to. I can also mask it. You can't mask silicone when you paint the body. I am not a fan of the Tropical. A lot of people use it. The advantages of the Tropical is you don't have to prep it as much as this, right? You could just scuff it a little bit, leave the caulk lines that are in there, and it'll create a silicone coating across the whole roof. But like I said, there's no going back, and it's hard to attach anything after that. I personally like this stuff. It's a little bit more prep. I think it's just as good, but it's a lot more work. But anyways, we're done. That's it. So we're gonna end this video, and I'm excited to be done with that roof and move on to other projects because the rain is coming. If this is the first time you've ever found my channel, consider subscribing. I'm building this bus all the way to the end, and I've built a whole bunch of buses before this. So I'm going to be sharing all the knowledge that I've acquired over the builds in the years with y'all, since this is potentially my last one I'm ever going to do. If you've been a long time subscriber, love and respect. See you guys in another one. Thanks for watching.